Yes, friends. Today I am taking, as I promised you, or as I promised you, that I'll take next lecture, which is very important. So this is the 10th lecture, continuously after 9th, the 10th one, right? Okay, and this is why I'm taking, because currently I have just in the 9th lecture series, I have talked about what are the basic signs, lordship, signs and lordship, and after that exaltation and debilitation degrees, which are very important, right? And after learning those or noting down them, please pay attention towards this very important again lecture series, because in this I have taken the further relationship among the planets, right? What the relationship between the planets or among the planets is very important. We have to just understand that what kind of relationship every planet is having with other, because this makes the prediction technology or technique very important. Very precise prediction comes out when we understand that what is the relationship, actual relationship, okay, natural relationship. What is the 5 types of relationship? Panchada Sambandha. Panchada Sambandha means 5 types of relationship. Those 5 types of relationship I'll talk about. Here I'm taking 3 points. First, this is the first one. The first thing. Second is this. I have drawn these 3 lines. Major line, this 1 and 2. So this is second topic here. The third topic is this, and first topic is this. So there are 3 major topics today. Okay, and then I'll take one by one. I'll take them one by one so that one can understand it. What is the actual relationship among the planets? And this is very important. Just as I've told you that this is very important for every person who wants to know about, who wants to understand the Vedic astrology. Vedic astrology is, as I have told you a number of times, as most of the Sanskrit words of Sanskrit scriptures say, that this is the Para Vigyan. Para Vigyan means the science which is beyond science, that our super science, we may say super science. Reason is, nobody can tell you about your future life, right? Nobody can tell you. As some of the, religions from the Western side, they say that nobody can predict, or nobody can predict about one's future, right? Except God. This is said in one of the religions of the Western side, but Indian religions say that Vedic scripts say that if you understand what is the astronomical facts regarding the conjunction of planets, transit of planets, okay, and your casting of horoscope, everything, then one can predict about one's life, one's future life, present life, future life, everything about one's own life. Okay, this is what our Indian scriptures believe, and this is 100% true. I have found 100% true. Number of people have predicted, have talked about Indian Vedic astrology. From Western side, from Eastern side, every part of the world now is very much, not impressed upon, I cannot say. Everything is now talking about, okay, every part of the country, of the world is now talking about, from Western side, USA, UK, right, European countries, Canada, all the countries, right, Western countries, Eastern countries, North country, New Zealand, even Russian countries, China, everywhere, okay, from East, West, South, East, every part of the country, of the globe, of the earth, is talking about now Vedic astrology. Reason is, most of the people now impressed with what is Vedic astrology. One example we always talk about of 1942. 1942, in the Simon Commission, I always talked about Mr. Sir Woodrow White. Who was Sir Woodrow White? You can go through his autobiography book which he has written. Now he is no more. I think he died in 1995 or maybe near 2000 somewhere. I'm not remembering his time of death at the moment. But I have gone through his book, his predictions, everything what he talked about. Not prediction, but what about his real truth of life. He became optimistic after going through the predictions of Indian astrologer. Indian astrologer from Ganganagar, Sri Ganganagar, okay, in Rajasthan, one of the states in India, Rajasthan. From Rajasthan, or Sri Ganganagar the king of Ganganagar in those days, in the British time, okay, was very much famous. I mean, was a member of Simon Commission, and Sir Woodrow White also came to India from UK, from Britain, okay, as a member of Simon Commission. He was from British side, and Sir Gangaram, I mean this Sri Ganganagar king was from Indian side, because almost some of the kings who were very much famous, they were member of Simon Commission. Simon Commission was just to get the what you call relationship among Indian side, whatever Indian sorrows were there, any problems were, they were discussed in during the Simon Commission. But Simon Commission, after that, okay, not satisfied from India side, it was not satisfied one. Okay, but British people or some of the members, Sir Woodrow White was one of the members of Simon Commission, right? When he came to India in 1942, I'm talking about 1942, Simon Commission. Okay, so he was one of the members of Simon Commission from British side, from Britain side, right? From side of Britain, from side of UK, from the British people. So this person, Sir Woodrow White, initially was, when he talked about the court astrologer of Sri Ganganagar's king, I am not remembering his name, you can go through Sri Ganganagar's king of that time, I am not remembering. I want to just narrate a brief story about this. You can go through the autobiography of Sir Woodrow White. It is available, okay, I mean in UK, in most of the library of the world. In USA it is available in the library, as I came to know about from one of my students. He searched this in the Dallas state of USA, or Dallas city, I think, Dallas city in USA, and he found that book in the library of Dallas city in USA, right? So in US libraries it is found, this book is found. This book name is Confessions of an Optimist, by an Optimist, of an Optimist, right? Confessions of an Optimist. This is the book written by Sir Woodrow White, his autobiography, right? Because he became optimistic after going through all the predictions. Initially he was not believing, he was saying that I don't believe what it is astrology. But Sri Ganganagar, king of Sri Ganganagar, he told him that my court astrologer is very famous astrologer. He can tell you about your past, present and future, everything. Okay. But Sir Woodrow White initially was known as Woodrow White, but afterwards his name, he was given that degree of Sir or whatever. Okay, so that is known as Sir Woodrow White, because after that he was known as Sir Woodrow White. So initially he was not believing, but finally, okay, after some arguments, right? Initially when king narrated this story, then Sir Woodrow White was not so much pleased with this statement of king. He was saying that no, I don't believe in astrology. What is this astrology? Okay, only God can predict about one's life. Nobody else can predict about one's life. Okay. After that, king was silent. He was not talking to him. But Sir Woodrow White, then he realized that king has not angry, or has got angry, or he is angry now. So after that he asked him that, okay, if you believe in astrology, I don't mind about this, but I don't want to meet your astrologer. If you like, you can get my data, birth data, time of birth, date of birth, whatever you want. I can write down. So he noted down his time of birth, date of birth and place of birth in the UK, and gave to king of Ganganagar, Sri Ganganagar, right? King took this to his court astrologer, and court astrologer's name I am not mentioning, because he was Sharma also, some R.P. Sharma, Sri R.P. Sharma or some name. I am not remembering, but his name was Sharma, I think, some R.P. Sharma or somebody. So he gave his biodata to that court astrologer, and court astrologer noted down the events of the life of Woodrow White and told him that during this period, from this to this, you will marry second time, right? And during this period, you will be recognized by the government of England, or by the king or queen, whosoever, by the queen, because Queen Elizabeth is here now, so she was also there at the time. So Queen Elizabeth, you will get recognition from the government side. Okay, so during this period you will get this, you will get this. So the time period he noted down. Okay, but when he came to know about this predictions of his life, Sir Woodrow White was initially laughed. He told him, the king, that why do you want that my wife will die, or she is very beautiful, I like her very much, she also like me, how I can get married, second marriage, okay, during this period or that period, okay, but I can take it. But he started believing in this during the same period. His wife died, or he got separation, I don't know, died or got separation or divorce or whatever, but he married second time during the same period. After that he started believing in astrology, and during the same period he got recognition as Sir from Queen Elizabeth, right, from the government side. So he got this recognition as Sir. After that he was known as Sir Woodrow White. Okay, he was children's story writer or something. He was a writer also, a writer of children's stories, right. So he got recognition during the same period from Queen. After that he started believing, and he has noted down every event of his life in this autobiography. Autobiography's name is Confessions of an Optimist, or Confessions by an Optimist. No, not by, but of an optimist. Confessions of an Optimist. He said that I became optimistic after all these events happened in my life, truly in the same way or same time, and during the same period the same events happened in my life. So he became optimistic regarding, and he so much appreciated that court astrologer of King of Sri Ganganakal, and he started believing. And this book, Confession by an Optimist, is presented in number of, as a proof in Indian courts and somewhere, right? So this is we have come to know about from great astrologers in India. Okay, so now let me take the basic point. So the actual prediction, exact prediction, is possible in Vedic astrology if people are understanding, or if one understands what is actual thing, relationship between the planets, among the planets, what is actual relationship, what is the degrees in which they are active more, the planets are more active, giving better results or best results, at what degree, that I have already talked about, that debilitation degree, deep debilitation, deep exaltation degrees I have already talked about. Now I am talking about the relationship, natural relationship. I have talked about the natural relationship when at the time of, I think, marriage matching or something. In those lecture series you can see, please. So during that lecture series of my marriage matching, I have talked about some relationship, natural relationship, friendship or enemy and neutral. Okay, neutral. Planets are having friends, enemies, as well as neutral. Neutral means no friend and no enemy. That means neutral or neutrality. So some planets are neutral to each other, some are friends, some are enemies. This is known as natural relationship. Third kind of relationship I have taken here, which is Panchada relationship. Panchada means 5 types of relationship. There are 5 types of relationship. Out of this natural relationship, we will form, what are those 5 types of compound relationship, or in compound terms we can say, or compound relationship we can say, combined relationship or Panchada relationship. 5 types of relationship, right? So those relationships I will talk about. And the first is that what is the Mooltrikon sign, and what is the importance of each and everything I will talk about. So please, if you want to remember these things, note down them, because noting down everything, note down them. Let me just stand aside so that you can note down, or can actually screen this or note down this, okay, the whole board, because I have taken these 3 type of relationship. I'll just take every part of this. First I'll take the first one. What is the Mooltrikon signs for every planet? Mooltrikon sign is very much important. The reason is that if a planet is placed in his own sign or in his Mooltrikon sign is his natural or actual sign, or more, or means better placed. We can say that planet is better placed in a particular sign. What is that better place in a particular sign of a planet? That's known as Mooltrikon sign. And when a planet is placed in Mooltrikon sign of it, then that planet will give very good results, okay, better results. At a deep degree, it is exalted, suppose the planet is exalted at a deep degree, or deep exaltation degree, then best result is giving, okay, is given by that planet in that sign of it, okay. That I have already talked about. What is deep exaltation degree, what is deep debilitation degree, I have talked about in the 9th lecture series. So please note down that 9th lecture series is very, very important also. This is also very important. This is going to give you a lot of hints regarding your life. If anybody who wants to know about one's life, one's own life, I mean one's own life, one's friendly life, one's friend's life, one's family member's life, or others' life, then one can understand Vedic astrology in a better manner. So Vedic astrology gives insight in the life of a person. Okay, what kind of things can happen, what kind of things are going to happen. Undoubtedly, we have not to just know about, or we cannot understand what is the result and this and that, as Bhagavad Gita says, or Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that karmande vadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana. Okay, ma karm phale hitu bhuma te sangostu karmani. Hey Parth, you have not to think about the result of your actions. You have to do. Action is your right, your prime duty, right? So action or doing work, karma is first right to do, right? Not to think about your result. But my dear friend, the result is very important, because the persons who are very normal person, not understanding anything, they are very common men, okay, common life people, or the civilians, I mean normal citizens, they are not understanding all these things, what is this and that. Then for them this is the right work, that they have to do their duty, not to think about the result of that action. Okay, आपका सिर्फ your work is just to do your right duty. Actual work you have to perform. Your duty is right action, not incorrect action or wrong actions, right? Right actions, if a person is doing, the result will automatically come out as a positive result or negative. That is another point. This positive or negative result is being predicted about with the help of Vedic astrology. Vedic astrology, if is known to a person, then one can understand that what kind of result can be possible in the near future. So planning for the near future is very much accurate or exact if one understands Vedic astrology. With the help of Vedic astrology, one can prepare oneself for the future life, if it is very much going to bad one, or not correct one, exact one, or positive one, negative one, I mean. So for negative and positive, a person can prepare oneself accordingly. So then he didn't become, or he doesn't become hopeless, right? So then person becomes already aware about that, okay, this kind of thing was going to happen with my life or in my life. If positive is going to happen, the person will be more active, right? If negative even, then he can take precautions. This is the usage, or what you call actual result, or actual utilization or use of Vedic astrology. Or anything, suppose a person is knowing about his future life or future activities, then he will be either more active, more positive. He cannot be hopeless, he cannot be depressed person, because he was already knowing that this is going to happen with me. So in that way, the person can take precautions, can be hopeful, or can take a better, I mean, right steps he can take for his future activities. So this is the actual benefit of Vedic astrology. Or anything, if we are going to predict about one's person or a person's life, then person can be aware about, can be hopeful, can take precautions, can be more conscious about his future life. That is what the actual use of Vedic astrology. So I mean, all the parts of Vedic scriptures or Vedic what you call Indian civilization or Vedic civilization is that a person is having all kinds of arts and culture and everything. Ayurveda, yoga, Vedic scriptures, Vedic astrology, right? Everything. Even Ayurveda is going to tell you about naturally you can develop your life, okay? You can improve your life, you can protect your life, okay? By those, three paths, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, etc. So that is described in Vedic, in Ayurveda. So with the help of Ayurveda, Vedic astrology, Vedas and all these things, they are going to help you, okay, about do the right thing or actual thing. You have not to be hopeful, very hopeless. A person can be hopeful if the person is knowing all these kind of activities. Be positive. I mean, the person will be positive after that. He cannot take wrong steps. This is what actual benefits of Vedic civilization. Now I'm going to describe about this. Okay, so please go through all the predictions about people's life, from western side, from eastern side, from all kinds of people you can find. I've talked about already about Mughal kings. They were also believing in astrology because they were having a number of court poets, and those court poets were, court astrologers were awarded by them, given lot of. I mean, their life was saved. Otherwise, they were very much, I mean, plunderers or killers of innocent people. But these court astrologers were protected by them, were given shelter by them. Okay, the reason was because they were predicting about their life. Okay, giving them positive results. And I can talk about a lot of things about, I mean, number of, what you call Mughal kings who were, who came to India and they were believing in astrology. Their life was predicted about by a number of astrologers, and all the, I've already talked about Jahangir and others. Okay, so please come to the topic. Now this topic is very important. Actual, prediction based upon certain facts, and these facts I'm sharing with you. This sharing of facts is possible when a person is very much keen, is very interested in astrology, understanding all these things, because they are going to help your life, help you in your life, help you for your family members, for others, for other people, knowing people in a better manner. As I have told you, that after going through a discipline, your body, your eyes are all there in the same way, but they will think that your thought will be different. You will see the world in a different manner after going through a discipline. Any person who study a discipline, or discipline means a subject or anything which was unknown to him or unknown to her, and after going through this discipline, a person's thinking, the person will see the world with the same eyes but with the different thoughts. Okay, his eyes or different thoughts will be there about the world. So this is what the actual result of any discipline we study about. Okay, when a person comes to know about a subject, about a discipline, after going through that discipline, his thinking about the world is different. His ideas about the world is different. His thinking power is broadened, right? So, in a broad way, he will think about the world. So this is what the result of every discipline is there. So Vedic astrology is the best discipline of the life, one's life. One can, or best subject to study about, because this is known as in Sanskrit Parabhigyan, and Parabhigyan means super science, excellent science, beyond science. Because can science tell you about your future life, that what kind of person you will be? Okay, medicines even can tell you that your present life is this. If you are not taking precautions, this and that, you will die. Or even doctors die. Number of doctors have died, even if they were very much this and that. So, but only astrology can tell you about, Vedic astrology can tell you about your future activities, future life. Will you be there? Your life will be this kind. You will have this kind of benefits. You will build your house. You will purchase this kind of thing. You will have vehicles during this period. You will purchase your vehicles. You will have relationship of this kind with your family members, with your others. Okay, and this kind of activity can happen in your life. Okay, you will live for this much year. Okay, you have the complete age is very short or whatever. Okay, so that kind of things are possible in whole life. Or even your relationship with your family members is very much defined, with your wife, with your family members, with your friends, with your brothers, sisters, etc. Everything is defined, well defined. As I always tell my people, whosoever ask me something, my students, my friends, my others, colleagues and all those people, that you will be a different person if I predict about your life. After going through all those predictions, they are surprised. Some of people I have found that they were so surprised that they couldn't believe that how can you tell about my life, this and that, everything is just true 100%. Okay, because this is my life, my parent life, my father, my mother, my brother, and this, how can you say like this? But this is true, 100% true, you can say. But as I told you that everything is based upon your exact data, correct data. If your data is wrong, wrong, data means time of birth, place of birth, date of birth. These three must be 100% true, accurate one. If they are accurate, then prediction is 100% true, or your life is well defined in a proper manner. Okay, one can have the wide, wide vision about his life, about her life, about his life, this and that. Okay, one can understand his life in a better manner if his life is, casted, or his life is being cast with the help of Vedic astrology. So this is what the benefit of astrology is. Now that can be precise, predictions can be precised, can be accurate one if these things are taken into consideration. Now let me take the first point. First thing I have talked about, Mooltrikon sign. Every planet is having its own Mooltrikon sign. Now Mooltrikon sign, as I have told you, that during, in that sign, within some degrees, this degree to this degree, that planet is more active, more result giving, better result giving than his own sign. Own sign means his own lord of one sign or two signs. As moon is lord of Cancer, sun is lord of Leo. As I have told you that one sign is lorded by sun and moon. Okay, they are lords of one sign, while other 5 planets are lords of two signs. Saturn is lord of 2 signs, Capricorn and Aquarius, I told you about. Mars is lord of Aries and Scorpio. Then second, Taurus and Libra is lorded by Venus, right? Gemini and Virgo is lorded by Mercury. Please note down all these things, and I think in 9th lecture series you might have noted down all these things, so understanding. Okay, now come to the next point. So then Jupiter is lord of Sagittarius sign, 9th one, and 12th one, Pisces sign. So two signs are lorded by Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, Mercury, and Mars, right? These 5 planets are lording two signs, while Sun lords only, or Sun is the lord of one sign, Leo, 5th one, and 4th sign is lorded by Moon. Okay, so one sign, Cancer, is lorded by Moon. Moon is lord of Cancer. So one sign only. So one sign and 2 plus 2, and 2 into 5, 10. So 10 plus 2, 12 signs. Total 12 signs were there. I have talked about in 9th lecture series. Now 10th one is further very important. Reason is these planets are taken. Yes, only 7 planets are taken. As I have told you that Rahu, Ketu, the nodes or shadowy planets I will talk about later. I'll take them separately so that one can understand what is the role of Rahu and Ketu, because Rahu and Ketu are shadowy planets, as I told you. Shadowy planets, or they are not actual planets, but they are nodes or the positions of Sun and Moon defines Rahu and Ketu. Now comes the point. So those 2 planets I'll take later, so different I'll take later. Now this is what Mooltrikon sign of every planet. Sun is more active in 0 to 10 degree. This is 0 to 10 degree. 0 to 10 degree in Leo sign. Leo is lorded by Sun. Actually, Leo, Sun is the lord of Leo sign. But in Leo sign itself, Sun is more active, is having Mooltrikon sign of it. Mooltrikon sign. Mooltrikon sign means Mool means root sign or actual sign or more powerful activity in during this degrees, 0 degree to 10 degree in Leo sign. This is Mooltrikon sign of Sun. Okay, so Sun is having Mooltrikon sign from 0 degree to 10 degree is more active in Leo sign. The rest of the Leo sign is own sign. Own sign. Sun's own sign is rest of Leo sign. That means from 11 degree to 10 degree onwards up to 30 degree. Means for 20 degree rest, 20 degree, Sun is having ownership of this. Sun's own sign, Leo sign is. Right? This is how Leo sign is. Under the Leo sign, there is a part 0 to 10 degree is more active. Sun is more active. So if you if you find the Sun is placed in the Leo sign in your horoscope or his own sign, it is his own sign, sun's own sign. But if it is lying between 0 to 10 degree, that means sun is more active, more powerful in your house or in your horoscope. If sun is lying in between 0 degree to 10 degree in Leo sign, and the rest of the Leo sign is his own sign. This is own sign. So the remaining degrees from 11 degree to 30 degree, sun is having ownership of this Leo sign. So that is his own sign. Own sign and Mooltrikon sign, the two differences of these two kind is very important. Mooltrikon sign is more active. Sun is having more positive results during this 0 to 10 degree in Leo, under the Leo sign. So in the Leo sign, if Mooltrikon sign of a planet is there, then the planet is more active during in that period, in that space 0 degree to 10 degree. This space or this region from 0 degree to 10 degree, sun is having more powerful or more power. Okay, sun is more powerful or sun is having more power 0 to 10 degree. Now, so far as moon is concerned, this is a very important point. Only moon is having his Mooltrikon sign not in Cancer, not his own sign. Cancer is very important. This is the only difference, that moon is having different Mooltrikon sign. What is that? Taurus sign. In the Taurus sign, okay, moon is exalted at 3 degree. As I have told you, that deepest degree or deep exaltation degree of moon is in Taurus sign at 3 degree. As I have told you in the previous lecture series, so please see the 9th lecture series. At 3 degree moon is exalted. But from 4 degree to 30 degree in the same sign, Taurus sign. Now Taurus sign, Lord of Taurus sign is Venus. Try to understand. Here moon is having different sign of Mooltrikon. This is very important, is different from others. While other planets are having the Mooltrikon sign in their own sign. The owner of their own sign. They are the owner of those signs in which they are having Mooltrikon sign, Mooltrikon degree or Mooltrikon space. Other planets are having. Only moon is different. Try to understand this point. And his own sign is Cancer sign. As you know what, that sun is having Leo, his own sign, and moon is having Cancer as his own sign. So moon lords Cancer sign. Cancer sign is his own sign, right? I am taking his or her, so please just try to understand. So moon is lord of Cancer sign, undoubtedly is his own sign. Cancer is moon's own sign. But Mooltrikon sign of Cancer is from 4 degree to 30 degree of Taurus. Under the Taurus sign, from 4 degree to 30 degree, moon is more active. At 3 degree, as I have told you, that moon deep exaltation degree is 3 degree in the Taurus sign. In the same Taurus sign, moon is exalted, right, at 3 degree. But when you find that moon is lying between 4 degree to 30 degree in the same sign, Taurus sign, that is moon is more active, will have positive results, okay, better results than his own sign, Cancer sign. Cancer sign, moon is in the Cancer sign is not so bad, so better result giving as is giving results in 4 degree to 30 degree in this space in the Taurus sign. Taurus sign is Mooltrikon sign of moon. Note down this point, very important one. Mars then. Now Mars is having, as I have told you, that other planets are having, as sun was having Mooltrikon sign in the Leo sign. Leo sign is lorded by sun, there is no doubt about this. Leo is sun's own sign, right? But moon is having different sign, Mooltrikon sign, from 4 degree to 30 degree in Taurus, which is different sign than that of moon. Moon is lord of Cancer sign. Cancer is different. His own sign, the moon's own sign is Cancer sign, but is having Mooltrikon sign in the Taurus sign from 4 degree to 30 degree. That means moon is more active in this space 4 degree to 30 degree. Now come to the Mars. Now Mars is in the Aries. Mars is the lord of Aries sign. Aries sign is Scorpio sign. As you know about 1 sign and 8 sign. 1 sign, first sign and 8th sign is Scorpio and Aries. These two are the signs which lorded by Mars. Mars is the lord of these two signs. So Mars is Mooltrikon, has Mooltrikon sign from 0 degree to 12 degree in Aries. Aries. This is Aries sign in which Mars is having Mooltrikon sign, right? Or Mars Mooltrikon sign is from 0 degree to 12 degree in the Aries sign. Then what is his own sign? Moon's own sign. This is the rest of Aries sign, and Scorpio sign. This is rest of Aries sign, and the Scorpio sign. Rest of Aries and Scorpio sign. Okay, these two signs are loaded by Mars. So they are his own sign. Own sign is rest of Aries, means from 12 degree onwards, means 13 degree and onwards. 12 degree something in the Aries, that is the his own sign. Means Mars is the lord of rest of the Aries sign and Scorpio. Rest of the means remaining 13 degree to 30 degree. 13 degree to 30 degree. 13 degree to 30 degree is the lordship of Mars. Mars is lord of Aries sign undoubtedly, but in this 0 to 12 degree, Mars is more active. Is his Mooltrikon sign, right? So this is the Mooltrikon sign. Mars is more active, but rest of the Aries and the Scorpio sign is or are the two others own signs. His own sign. Mars is lord of the rest of the Aries sign and Scorpio. They are his own sign. Now come to the next point, Mercury. Now Mercury is having Mooltrikon sign in the Virgo sign from 15 only for 5 degree, 15 degree to 20 degree. Mercury is more active, right? And rest of the means from 0 degree to 14 degree or 14 degree something, and 20 degree onwards means up to 30 degree. Remaining Virgo sign is lorded by Mercury. Mercury's own sign is the remaining portion of Virgo sign, rest of the Virgo, and the Gemini, as I told you, 3 and 6, 3rd and 6th signs are loaded by Mercury. But Mercury is more active, has Mooltrikon sign in 15 degree to 20 degree. Try to understand only for 5 degree, Mercury is more active, have better result or best result you may say. So this is what Virgo sign, right? So the rest of the Virgo sign and Gemini, Mercury is having ownership or his own sign. Mercury's own sign is rest of the Virgo, means 20 degree onwards up to 30 degree, and from 0 degree to 14 degree or up to 15 degree. So 15 degree to 20 degree is his Mooltrikon sign, and the remaining portion and more than 20 degree or upwards 20 degree to 30 degree, the remaining portion is owned by Mercury. So Mercury is rest of the Virgo sign, and the Gemini sign, complete Gemini sign is owned by, or Mercury having ownership upon the remaining portion of the Virgo sign and Gemini. Similarly Jupiter is more active from 1 degree to 10 degree, just like Sun was from 0 degree to 10 degree, but this is from 1 degree to 10 degree in Sagittarius sign. Sagittarius is the Mooltrikon sign, but during within this limit 1 degree to 10 degree. Jupiter is more active in the Sagittarius sign. Sagittarius is the 9th sign. Sagittarius sign. Try to understand. This is Sagittarius sign. So in the Sagittarius sign, Jupiter is having Mooltrikon sign from 1 degree to 10 degree, and the rest of the Sagittarius sign, or remaining portion of the Sagittarius sign, and Pisces, these two are his own sign. As I have told you in the 9th lecture series, what is their own signs, or these two signs are loaded by Jupiter, Sagittarius and Pisces, 9th and 12th signs. Okay, Jupiter is lord of these two signs. But During this 1 degree to 10 degrees under the Sagittarius is a Mooltrikon sign of Jupiter, means Jupiter is more active in this degree or within this degree 1 degree to 10 degree in the Sagittarius sign, 9th sign, right? Next is Venus. Now Venus is having Mooltrikon sign from 0 degree to 15 degree in the Libra sign. Libra sign, 7th sign. Libra sign is 7th sign, and in the Libra sign 0 degree to 15 degree, Venus is more active, is having Mooltrikon sign. This is Mooltrikon sign. Mooltrikon sign, very important one. These should be noted down. Please just note down your diary, make a diary, and in that diary you can note down all these things. They are very important, because when you see the planet in his own sign or in the Mooltrikon sign or his remaining portion, so you can just imagine about the activity of that planet, what kind of that power the planet is having in that sign. This is the importance of this. Then prediction is become more accurate. Okay, so these are the basic fundamentals I am talking about these fundamentals, because mathematically I am very much aware about. I am a professor of mathematics. Basically, I teach mathematics for Vedic students, for management students, all kinds of students, competitive exam, all kinds of competitive examinations I have taught about. Okay, not only in India, but the the Western competitive examinations also have prepared the students. Okay, so I've taught all kinds of mathematics. Mathematician, I'm basically mathematician, so I understand that what is the importance of actual degrees of this. That's why I've taken these basic things. So please note down that if your accuracy is, you want accuracy in your prediction, then pay attention towards these degrees. Okay, so the planet Venus is more active, is having Mooltrikon sign from 0 degree to 15 degree in the Libra sign. Libra sign is lorded by Venus. Taurus sign, 2nd sign, in which Moon was having Mooltrikon sign, as I have told you about. This Taurus sign as well as 7th sign. So I have just written down here the rest of the Libra sign. Rest of the Libra sign, that means the remaining portion from 15 degree onwards up to 30 degree, the remaining portion of Libra sign, as well as Taurus sign and Taurus, 2nd sign. Taurus means 2nd sign, 2nd number. 2nd sign and 7th sign, these two are loaded by Venus. So Venus is more active in the Libra sign. Libra sign is its Mooltrikon sign, in which 0 degree to 15 degree it is more active, right? Venus is more active. Now come to the Saturn. So Saturn is having Mooltrikon sign, undoubtedly in his own sign, as I have told you, which is Aquarius, 11th sign, Aquarius sign. In the 11th sign is Saturn's Mooltrikon sign, where 0 degree to 10 degree only 0 to 10 degree. Mostly 0 to 10 degree, 1 to 10 degree and 0 to 10 degree. Sun, Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter is 1 degree to 10 degree. Okay, so mostly these three are up to 10 degree. Just note down, understand them. And Moon is different sign, is having Mooltrikon sign in a different sign. This is the only exception. Others are having in their own signs. The remaining portion of that sign is owned by that same planet. For example, Aquarius sign is loaded by Saturn. We know about 10 and 11. This is the 11th sign, Aquarius sign. So Saturn is lord of Aquarius sign as well as Capricorn sign, 10th and 11th sign. Okay, loaded by Saturn. But in Aquarius sign, 11th sign, Saturn is more active from 0 degree to 10 degree, 0 degree to 10 degree in the Aquarius sign is the Mooltrikon sign of Saturn. So if Saturn is lying in the Aquarius sign from 0 degree to 10 degree, this is the limit, from 0 degree to 10 degree, then Saturn is more active, right? Or more powerful, more active means more powerful. You can just see the power of that planet lying in this degree or during this period, or this range of degree, 0 degree to 10 degree, this is range. During this range or within this range, Saturn is more active in Aquarius. Aquarius is the Mooltrikon sign. The remaining portion is owned by Saturn, undoubtedly. Saturn is owner of the remaining portion of this Aquarius sign as well as Capricorn sign. 10th sign, Capricorn, and Aquarius sign is 11th sign. Okay, so rest of Aquarius sign and Capricorn is owned by Saturn. This is Mooltrikon sign, very important. Mooltrikon sign and own sign. Remaining portion of that sign is owned by Saturn. Okay, by these planets. Only Moon is the exception, as I've told you. Moon is having Mooltrikon sign within period, within the range 4 degree to 30 degree in the Taurus sign. So Taurus sign is owned by Venus, not by Moon, but Moon is having Mooltrikon sign from 4 degree to 30 degree in the Taurus sign. This is the only exception. Other planets are having Mooltrikon sign in their own signs. The remaining portion is owned by them, and that range you have to remember. So this range, please just note down this range of the degrees within this period. This range, the planet is more active Mooltrikon sign. It's very important to know about. Okay, with the basics of Vedic astrology. Now come to the second point. Let me talk about. Now, second point, I think I've talked about. Sorry, but let me again discuss about it, because this is very important to know about. What is the relationship among the natural relationship among the planets? These 7 planets I'm talking about, Rahu and Ketu, I'm not talking at the moment. I'll take them separately. As I've told you, they are very important to know about. Who are the mostly for Rahu? As I've told you, Rahu is having friendship with Mercury, Saturn, and Venus. They are the friends of Rahu, right? While Sun, Moon, Mars, and Jupiter are enemy for Rahu. Okay, Rahu is enemy, they are. So this is what we understand about, and Ketu is having the same kind of relations, but we just talk about them separately. Now come to what is the actual or natural relationship among these planets. Now I have taken here 3 types of relationship. Friendship, friend, enemy, and neutral. Neutral means no enemy, no friend. That means neutral. Neutral. The planets, if are neutral, then they are not giving bad results or good results. They are neutral. They are non-effective, we can say. If a planet is placed or posited in the same sign, 2 planets are placed in the same sign, but they are aspecting each other, right? Aspecting with each other, or one planet is aspecting other only, suppose, or both are aspecting each other from 7th sign, means 1 to 7 position. 1 to 7 position if I take, then both planets are aspecting each other. If suppose a planet is having a special aspect, for example, Mars is having 3 aspects. As I've told you that mostly, the external planets are having 3 aspects. Mercury is aspecting only, internal planets, Mercury and Venus, they are aspecting each other, and even Sun is aspecting only 1 to 7 position, right? Amne samne means 1 to 7 position. If they are opposite to each other, then they are aspecting, right? They have no other aspects, as it is said in the Vedic astrology. But the external planet means the planets which are away from Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. These 3 planets are having 3 aspects, right? 1 to 7th aspect is there. Then Saturn is having 3rd aspect, 10th aspect, and 7th aspect. The 3 aspects Saturn is having: 3rd aspect, 7th aspect, and 10th aspect. Jupiter is having 5th aspect, 9th aspect, and 7th aspect. 3 aspects. Mars is also having 3 aspects. 4th aspect means it will aspect the 4th house, it will aspect the 7th house, it will aspect the 8th house. So 4, 7, 8. There are 3 aspects upon the houses of Mars. So Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. These 3 planets are having 3 aspects. Okay, these are known as external planets. I have already talked about. What are the external planets? Earth. Between Earth and Sun, there are 2 planets only, Mercury and Venus. They are known as internal planets. While away from Earth, away from Earth, okay, not between Earth and Sun, away from Earth there are 3 planets: Mars first, then Jupiter, then Saturn. So Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. These 3 are known as external planets. So these external planets are having 3 aspects, right? So that I've talked about, but I'll take them separately. What are the aspects of the 3 planets? Okay, all these things I'll take maybe in the next lecture series. Now come to the second point. So this is natural. I've taken here natural relationship of planets. But natural relationship of planets. So in the natural relationship of planets, for example, Sun having friends, having enemies and neutral. Neutral I have taken the third point. Try to understand. Enemy, friends, enemy and neutral. This is neutral, enemy and friends. So these are the planets here. 7 planets I have taken. Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. Who are the friends of these planets? Which are the enemies and which are neutral position. Neutral means no enemy, no friend. They are neutral. Now come to the point. So Sun is having friends. What are the friends of Sun? Moon, Mars and Jupiter. These 3 planets are friends of Sun. Sun having friends or friendship with Moon, Mars and Jupiter. Important point. So Sun, Moon, Mars and Jupiter. These 4 planets are friends. But Venus and Saturn are enemies of Sun. So Sun is having enemies as this one, Venus and Saturn. Venus and Saturn are enemies of Sun. Okay, this is natural relationship. Natural relationship. If you see that Sun is aspecting Saturn or Saturn is aspecting Sun, they have some enemical relationship. Their results will not be good. Okay, they will give bad results. So we will talk about them, that how they are aspecting this and this. So Venus and Saturn are enemy to Sun. But Moon, Mars and Jupiter are friend to Sun. Who are the neutral then? Mercury is neutral only. Mercury is neutral to Sun. Mercury is no enemy, no friend to Sun, but it is neutral. Mercury is neutral. Okay. This is about Sun. Now about Moon. Let me take Moon. Moon is having friendship with Sun and Mercury. Sun and Mercury are friend to Moon. Okay, it is having no enemies. Moon is having no enemies. Enemy portion is left, is non-filled. It is empty. Okay, so Moon is not having any enemy, but friend and neutral. Okay, so Moon is having no enemy, but neutral and friend. What are friend? Moon's first friends are who? Sun and Mercury. So Sun and Mercury are friend to Moon. Try to understand. Moon and Mercury both are friend. Moon is having friendship with Mercury, but Mercury is not having friendship with Moon. Let me just show you here. Mercury, Moon is enemy here. Mercury is having, if Mercury is aspecting Moon, or Mercury doesn't welcome Moon, because Moon is treated as enemy by Mercury. But Moon takes Mercury as friend. Mercury as friend. Okay, so Mercury is the friend of Moon, but Moon is not friend to Mercury, but enemy. Mercury is not treating Moon as friend, but as enemy. This is very important to know about. These things are very, factual things or actual things. They have to be noted down. Please note down them so that you can understand, because they are very important to one. Mercury is enemy to this. Sorry, Mercury is here friend to. Sorry, here Mercury is friend to Moon. Mercury and Sun both are friend to Moon, and Moon has no enemy, but others are neutral. Who are neutral? Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. These 4 planets are neutral to Moon. Only Sun and Mercury are friend. Right? No enemy, but Sun and Mercury are friend to Moon. Moon is having friendship with Sun and Mercury, and others are neutral, means Mars, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. Mars, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. These 4 planets are neutral to Moon. Got the point? Next thing. Mars having friendship with Sun and Moon. Sun, Moon and Jupiter. Sun, Mars having friendship with Sun, Moon and Mars. These 4 planets are mostly having friendship. They are known as Devgana. Devganas or there is group of gods. They are known as gods, godly planets. What are the godly or positive planets? Mars, right? Jupiter, Moon, and Sun. These four are friends, mostly friends. Where Saturn, Mercury, Venus, right? Saturn, Mercury, and Venus. These three are friends together. Mostly they are friends. Okay. Which Saturn, Mercury, and Venus. Okay. With Rahu and Ketu, I'll talk about later. Rahu is also friend to Mercury, Venus, and Saturn. But Ketu is having friendship as well as enemy to Sun and Moon, but for Jupiter it is friend. Okay, so that will take later, but here Venus and Saturn. Now come to the next point. Mars we have talked about. Sun, Moon, and Mars. Sun, Moon, and Jupiter are friend. Mercury is enemy. Mercury is enemy to Mars. Mars is having Mercury as enemy. While Venus and Saturn are neutral. Mars for Mars, Venus and Saturn are neutral. So if Venus is placed with Mars, then some say that because Venus represents marriage life or married life will be disturbed by Mars. No, if Mars and Venus both are together, then married life will not be so much disturbed. They say because they are neutral. So here Venus and Saturn are neutral to Mars. Okay, but Sun and Moon, Jupiter are friend. They are fast friend to Mercury is neutral. Mercury is enemy. Mercury is enemy, and Venus and Saturn are neutral to Mars. Right, the important one. Now come to the point. For Mercury, Sun and Venus, we are taking here. For Mercury, Sun and Venus are friend. For Mercury, as I have told you, Sun and Venus friend. Moon is enemy to Mercury, while Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are neutral. For Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, they are neutral to Mercury, right? But Sun and Venus are friend to Mercury. Moon is enemy. Then Jupiter, Sun, Moon, and Mars. Jupiter, as I told you, that these four are mostly friends. Which one? Jupiter, Sun, Moon, and Mars. Jupiter, Sun, Moon, and Mars. Sun, Moon, and Mars are friend to Jupiter. Sun, Moon, and Mars. These are the friend to Jupiter. Who are the enemy then? For Jupiter, Mercury and Venus, they are enemy. Mercury and Venus are enemies. Right? While Saturn is neutral to Jupiter. Try to understand. Jupiter and Saturn, when they are placed together, not so much negative point. Okay, Venus is supported by Jupiter. Jupiter is supported by by Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn, if they are together, Saturn and Jupiter, if they are together, they are not so much negative because they are mostly giving so much political power, this and that. Okay, so Venus, Jupiter and Saturn, they are neutral to each other. They are not enemical. They are not enemies. Saturn is neutral to Jupiter. Then Venus is having friendship with Mercury and Saturn. Venus, Mercury, and Saturn, they are two friends. These three are friends: Mercury, Saturn, and Venus. Mercury and Saturn are friend to Venus, while Moon and Sun are enemies. For Venus, Moon and Sun are enemies. Try to understand. Mars and Jupiter are neutral to Venus. Venus is having neutralship with Mars and Jupiter neutral. Right? With Mars, Venus is having neutralship or neutral. Mars and Jupiter are neutral to Venus. Okay? But Moon and Sun are enemies. Saturn then, for Saturn, Mercury and Venus, these two planets are friend. For Saturn, Mercury and Venus, these two are friend. While Sun, Moon and Mars, these three are enemy to Saturn. Saturn having, enmity with Sun, Moon and Mars. Enmity with Sun, Moon and Mars. So Saturn is having enmity with Sun, Moon and Mars. Okay, Jupiter is neutral, as I told you. For Venus, Jupiter was neutral, Mars was neutral. But for Saturn, Jupiter is neutral. For Jupiter also, Saturn is neutral. So Jupiter and Saturn both having the fast relationship. What is that fast relationship? They are neutral to each other. For Jupiter, see here, Jupiter, Saturn is neutral. For Saturn, Jupiter is neutral. Very important point to note down. So whenever they are placed together, they are aspecting each other. They are not so much negative. They are Now, after this second important topic, relationship, let me talk about the third one, which is also very important. Panchada Sambandh. Panchada Sambandh means compound relationship. For example, this is one source and another source equal to common node or common relationship, or compound relationship. Okay, first relationship, second relationship, plus first source or one source plus another source, or may say one relationship plus another relationship, second relationship equal to the compound relationship. We can just say, for example, first point, there are 5 types of this compound relationship. Compound relationship is of 5 types. Because of that, in Sanskrit it is known as Panchada Sambandh. We can say Panchada Sambandh means 5 types of relationship. Panchada Sambandh, I have written down that in bracket. Panchada Sambandh, right? In Sanskrit or in Hindi it is known as Panchada Sambandh. Panch means 5 types. 5 types of relationship. What is that? First is friendship plus friendship. If suppose one planet is friend, other is also friend, and they are fast friends, extreme friendship. It's known as Adi Mitra. Both are Adi Mitra. Adi Mitra means actual relation, actual friend, real friends, fast friend. It can be said as fast friend, extreme friend, right? Extreme friendship. One friend, other friend, both are friend. That means this is extreme relationship or extreme friendship. This is known as Adi Mitra. Both are Adi Mitra. For example, moon and sun, Adi Mitra. Moon is friend, sun is friend. Sun, moon is friend. For moon, sun is friend. So moon and sun are Adi Mitra. In this way we remember them, right? So which are Adi Mitra or extreme friend. So one friendship, other friendship, and 2 planets having this kind of relationship. Suppose both are friend, that means they are extreme friend or extreme relationship they are having. That means they are Adi Mitra. In Sanskrit this is known as Adi Mitra. Third point, second point, neutrality. Suppose one is neutral, one planet is neutral, other is friendship. So what kind of this relationship is? This is friendship only, simple friendship. This is mitrata, right? Mitra, friendship. If one is neutral, other is friend, that means the 2 planets will be friend. Neutrality doesn't affect the friendship. This is neutral, neutrality and friendship is equal to friendship only. This is known as mitra, right? They are simply mitra. They are simply friends. This is friendship. One is neutral, other is friend, that means friend. This is second type of relationship. Second type of relationship. This is so 5 types of relationship with this. Third type is when enmity plus enmity means both planets are enemy. For this planet, other is enemy. For other planet, the first is enemy. For example, enemy, let me take. For Mars, right? Mercury is enemy. For Mercury, okay, this is not there. Let me take under Jupiter. For Jupiter, let me take Saturn and Sun. For Sun, Saturn is enemy. Saturn and Venus are enemies. So for Sun, Saturn is enemy, right? For Saturn, Sun is enemy. This is Sun, right? Sun, Moon and Mars are enemy, but Saturn, Sun and Saturn both are extreme enemies, right? Extreme relationship. That is known as Adi Sattu. Adi Shatru. Shatru means enemy. They are extreme enmity. Both are having extreme enmity. For Sun, Saturn is enemy. For Saturn, Sun is enemy. So both are having what kind of relationship? Extreme enmity, or they are extreme enemy, right? Or both are having extreme enmity. Extreme enmity, that means Adi Shatru they are. So in Sanskrit this is known as Adi Shatru, right? Adi Mitra, Adi Shatru. When both are friend, Adi Mitra. Both are enemy, Adi Shatru. Or Adi, extreme enemy or extreme enmity both are having. They are extreme enemy or extreme enmity. extreme friendship they were having. Okay, this is what the friendship, or friendship plus friendship, extreme friendship, right? And then enmity plus enmity equal to extreme enmity. That means Adishatruta or Adishatru, both planets are Adishatru. Then neutrality plus enmity again. This is enmity, simply enmity. Okay, neutrality plus enmity. Neutrality, suppose one planet is neutral, other is enemy, so both are enemies then. Okay, so finally result is enemy. They will give result of enmity type, right? Both are enemy. So this is enmity, Shatru. So in this way, Satruta or Satruta is there, or both are Satru, both are enemies. Okay, so enmity will be there between those two planets. This is the fourth type, neutral plus enmity means enmity only. Second is enmity plus friendship. If suppose one planet is enemy, other is friend, so they are neutral. Then the result is neutrality. This is known as neutral or sum. They are sum, not enemy, no friend. They are sum in between. They are means they are equal. Their neutrality is there. Okay, they are parallel. We say parallel or sum. Sum means equal. There is no enmity, there is no friendship. That means enmity plus friendship equal to neutrality. Right? Neutrality or neutral. Both are neutral, both are same. Or sum. This is known as sum. Some word is in Hindi word, Sanskrit word is sum. Sum means equal, same. They are having no relationship, neither in enemy nor friend. So they are neutral. This is neutrality is there. So those two planets are neutral. For example, how they say neutral? Let me take Venus and Mars. Mars is neutral for Venus, right? For Mars, Venus is neutral. Here Venus is neutral. Venus and Saturn both are neutral for Mars. But here Venus is having Mars and Jupiter as neutral. So for Mars and Venus both are neutral. Right? Mars and Venus both are neutral. This is how for Mars Venus is neutral, for Venus Mars is neutral. So neutral plus neutral equal to simply equal, means neutrality. Right? Both are neutral. This means same relationship is there, some relationship there. Here neutral means neutral doesn't mean, but here enemy plus friend, this is the fifth type. Let me take enmity and friendship. One is enemy, other is friend. For example, let me take Mercury and Moon. Right? For Moon, Mercury is friend. Here Mercury is friend. Right? For Moon, Mercury is friend. But for Mercury, where Mercury, Moon is enemy. Try to understand. For Moon, Mercury is enemy. For Moon, Mercury is friend here. For Moon, Mercury is friend. But for Mercury, Moon is enemy. So this is enmity plus friendship. Friendship plus enmity. This is friendship here, Moon with Mercury having friendship. For Moon, Mercury is friend, but for Mercury, Moon is enemy. This is how enmity plus friendship equal to neutral. So it means both are having neutralship. The result will be neutral, not negative, no positive, but neutral in between. Right? So this is how they have to be. This is Panchada, Maitri or Panchada type of relationship, compound relationship. 5 types of relationship. Panchada, Sambandh. Okay, in Sanskrit it is known as Panchada Sambandh, or 5 types of relationship. Now what is the use of this, right? All these 3. So if we know the relationship among the planets, and suppose a planet is placed in a person's horoscope in particular sign, in which degree we have to understand up to which degree it is lying, what is the longitude of that planet, at which degree it is lying, right? In that particular sign, is this sign his own sign, is having neutral sign, or in which sign this planet is having. Okay, and suppose a planet is lying in another sign. Suppose Mercury is lying in Moon's sign. Okay, for example, for Mercury, Moon is enemy. For for Moon, Mercury is friend, but for Mercury, Moon is enemy. If Mercury is lying in Cancer sign, Moon sign, so Mercury is not comfortable in this sign. The result will be not so positive because Mercury is lying in Cancer sign, but Cancer is owned by Moon, so Mercury is not placed in a proper manner, or is not feeling comfortable, we may say. Is not feeling comfortable means the result will be not so much positive. Okay, its result, Mercury's result in Cancer sign will be not positive, but neutral type, means is not comfortable in that sign. So this is how the results are being seen. Okay, so if suppose both are friends, if Moon is lying in Leo sign and Sun is lying in Cancer sign, both are fast friend, so very good. If Sun is placed in Cancer sign, in fourth sign, Moon is friend to Sun, both are extreme friend, both are fast friend, both are Adi Mitra. That means they will feel very comfortable. Result will be very good. Okay, so if Sun is lying in Cancer sign or in Moon is lying in Leo sign, both are good results giving. Okay, results will be better one. This is how the Adi Mitra point is. So Adi Mitra or extreme friend, both are, or they are having extreme friendship. This 5 types of relationship is important. Please just note down this. All these 3 things are very important. This relationship, natural relationship, I have talked about already. So this is to be noted down. These 3 are very basics, very fundamentals. Okay, with the help of only these things, we understand astrology, Vedic astrology in a better manner. Okay, and if the results are seen in a horoscope, first is data must be 100% correct. After casting the horoscope, and casting of horoscope must be exact one, accurate one. It doesn't mean that you have placed the planet in a particular sign which is not its own sign, you have calculated that, or exact calculation is not done, because calculation of finding the placement of particular planet, first ascendant is to be calculated. Where is the proper ascendant? If ascendant is just negative, is not properly calculated, is wrongly done, that means your horoscope cast is not good. Casting of horoscope is not done in a better manner, so the horoscope will be changed then. So the result will be of different kind. Whatever you are predicting, that prediction may be wrong in that way. So first thing is casting of horoscope, we'll talk about later. I'll take that finally when we understood all the basics, fundamentals, then I'll take how to calculate the degrees of casting of horoscope. Right? First ascendant, how to calculate. After ascendant, what is the moon's exact time, and the timing, according to time, exact longitude of a planet is to be calculated. Suppose we are given in a the transit of planet is given in the ephemeris. Ephemeris means in English it is known as ephemeris. Ephemeris means timetable or longitude, latitude. The planets are given in a particular book. That book is known as ephemeris in English. So ephemeris or Panchang is known as in Hindi. Okay, in Sanskrit or in Hindi, this is known as Panchang. Okay, that in Panchang longitude, latitude of the planets are given. Those longitudes are given of a particular time. Suppose at 5:30 a.m. all these longitudes of planets are given in an ephemeris or in a Panchang, right? At 5:30 mostly, 5:30 of morning time. So that is degree of that planet of 5:30 time. And suppose a person is born in the afternoon, at night, or in the daytime, whatever time, other than 5:30, then actual degree is to be calculated of that particular planet. That degree is then maybe more than that 5:30 or is lesser than, because planet is retrograded, then its degree will be lesser than what at 5:30 it is. Okay, and it will be more if suppose a person is born in daytime at 2:30, 5:30, 6:30, whatever evening time, for example, PM time, but at 5:30 morning time, the longitudes of the planets are given in ephemeris. So that we have to just know, find the difference, then difference degrees to be added up or subtracted. That we will take later. Okay, then